everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks.
I mean, it's a big-time victory when you can just storm back like they did. Didn't have a good first half, but completely outdid themselves, particularly in that third quarter.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Guys, Joel Embiid is listed at 7 feet, but at player introductions, they say 7'2" center, Joel Embiid. Now, Brett Brown says when you stand next to him, you understand the difference between 7 feet and 7'2". He's a big man, Kevin.
He is tremendous size and skill to match, DA. Thanks. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play. And building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you're showing that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after a while, you're both deferring. You're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us. We'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's McConnell in at the point. Left side Lowry. The feed to Ibaka. And stolen by Simmons. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Now Simmons, a 20-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
His rebounding stood out too. He gave them a big lift on the board. Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Screen by Ibaka. To the inside. Powell, that's good.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
But it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Now here's Simmons. And the dunk by Embiid.
The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Valanciunas against Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. Green against Redick. Now the pass to Embiid. And there's the 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick. How he performed last season. Put up about 17 points a game. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Now, here's Lowry. He's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee. Up off the screen, and the dunk by Powell.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working. No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Inside, Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
To the middle, deflects the pass. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He dishes it to Embiid. McConnell in the corner. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. Valanciunas against Embiid. Screened by Ibaka. Jacks up a three. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
What amazing strength. Look, I love how Embiid fights his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 4. And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, it's practically the voice of the city at this point.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Well, that's a look they always want him to take, because if he's got the space, he's got the green light.
Here's Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 4th, Joel Embiid.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Screen by Ibaka. Lowry for 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Up top, Simmons. Defended by Ibaka. Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Toronto leading by 6. Green kicks to Ibaka. Green, the screen. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here is Ibaka. 26 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's Embiid. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Well, I just love the way Embiid controls the game and asserts his will on the floor. He's so sound offensively and has a terrific inside-out game. And defensively, he'll always challenge a shooter or someone foolish enough to drive in on.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Fultz is checked in. The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, with Embiid, the inside-out game, you mentioned, Chris, he can take over with his skill set.
I like how calm and collective he is when he gets a player in the post. He doesn't need it on the block. If he gets the ball 10 feet away, he can still go to work. He looks great, whether he's facing up a defender or backing someone down.
And Philadelphia has possession. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. The offensive rebound, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, look, an outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper who feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
You know, see, Webb, J.J. Redick has just continued to age well. He's a fantastic player now into his 30s.
Well, Redick keeps adding to his game, but the shooting never changes. He's shot well over 40 from deep for his career. Redick is a player who doesn't rely on his burst or his first step to score. I mean, he can keep playing like this for a long time.
The free throw drops for Redick. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Screen by Monroe. Van Vliet kicks to right. Back to Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Baseline J on the way and misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers trail by 3. Chandler inside the line. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Screen by Monroe. They set the pick. Van Vliet passes to right. Offensive rebound. Here's Monroe. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fultz kicks to Saric. Back to Fultz. Chandler a screen. Down low. Launches a 3. And J.J. Redick good for 3. Redick's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Serrano's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Wright dishes to Monroe. Pass to Siakam. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Now here's Chandler. Passes it to Fultz. There's the screen. Screen by Saric. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Count it.
But you got to respect the interior game of Sark. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage now.
Redick against Wright. Screen by Monroe. Here's Van Vliet. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Monroe. Shot from the top of the key. And that one hits back iron. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-6 run. Chandler's shot good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wright sets a screen for Monroe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Markelle Fultz. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Webb, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Now here's Fultz. Last time out he had 14 points. Sinks the triple. Redick's got 8 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Monroe down low. He's covered by Muscala. Monroe's shot is good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Sharch passes to Fultz. Sharch with the screen for Fultz. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And here's a look at the stats for Wright. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
The first free throw is good.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
And he makes both free throws. And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue what stability has meant for this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
Now here's Fultz. It's deflected. Here's Powell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
I tell you what, I love my time in Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were 3rd in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they can be cool at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia. And the second free throw, good. 1:16 left to play in the first. Now here's Fultz, guarded closely. Johnson kicks to Fultz. His 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Wright. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Redick. To the paint, here's Chandler, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Love how Redick creates for himself. So clever at using screens and then getting space to score off of.
Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Fultz. Van Vliet kicks to Monroe. Fades away. Not enough on that one as it misses. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
They've got Powell. Monroe is out there with Wright, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Fultz kicks to Chandler. Screen by Saric. Goes up off the pick. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta get him a few big pats on the back.
Screen by Monroe. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Monroe's got 6. The 76ers leading by 5. Redick passes to Fultz. Johnson the screen. Off the pick. Fultz, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Green, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Philadelphia also making a switch. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Philadelphia's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Fultz with the ball. Wright's there. They get it again. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And the muscle of Fultz. I mean, it helps him on these tough shots. Able to fend off the defenders as well. You know, Markelle Fultz had a rookie. It was up and down, to say the least. He missed so much time during the injury. I mean, he worked his shot. He eventually came back right at the end of the season and got right back into the swing.
First personal foul, teams first.
And Chris, when Fultz came back and was healthy, you could see why he was taken first overall.
Just a very smart player with the ball, and creates space and chances with ease. I mean, he's great at stopping short on drives and dropping one in. His speed, his quickness, I think they're going to be hard to match for a long time.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it, they're not going to tell you.
Good point. Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First one falls for Serge Ibaka has checked in for Pascal Siakam. Chandler hits them both. Raptors trail by 7. Tipped away and stolen by McConnell. The pass to Covington. The rebound by Ibaka. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Outside Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. Green kicks to Lowry. Over McConnell. Lowry can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Simmons. 14 points for Wilson Chandler.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And the Raptors call time here. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 5th on the list, Ben Simmons.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Lowry up top. He's covered by McConnell. Lowry can't get it to go.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks.
Robert Covington has been part of it all. He's one of the few 76ers to have seen the complete process in the transformation from 76ers bottom dweller to contender.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And Covington, who broke onto the NBA scene with the 76ers back in 2014, he has certainly seen it all.
Yeah, and you have to love how Covington used the bad years as a chance to prove himself as a player. He improved his shot and defense while the franchise rebuilt. Now he's a critical role player on this fantastic team.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
And Greg, with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins.
One shot, gentlemen.
And a true team player.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Simmons. Over Ibaka. The 76ers with another miss.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And so here's Toronto. No good from Valanciunas. McConnell with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Up Up again, and Ibaka is right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Simmons. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury, boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall, but he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Covington, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You got to be wary of Covington. He's excellent at knowing when to shoot from these in-between spots.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound on the night. No good from Simmons.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the league.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Raptors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
What an advantage for a big man to have that smooth stroke at the line.
Simmons inside. Ibaka on him.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And the 76ers making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. The 76ers leading by 5. Down low. Here's Simmons. Over Lowry. And that one's good. Simmons got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, you got to live with that on defense. Simmons needs to keep proving he can make these contested shots.
Valanciunas, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That's his first personal
One shot,
foul.
gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Here's McConnell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Simmons on the wing. Over Lowry. And the 76ers get it back. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Raptors have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
And so Lowry nails both of them. Philadelphia's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
Left side Lowry. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Ben Simmons. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 15 points per, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Now here's Embiid. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. A shot by McConnell, no good. Ibaka with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lowry.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
No good from Simmons. In Toronto, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Valanciunas inside. Embiid's there. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now, here's McConnell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Lots of room. Van Vliet with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 2. The 76ers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Simmons passes to McConnell. Embiid the screen. Up off the screen. And Simmons slams it in.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Screen by Valanciunas. And Ibaka kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry against Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Embiid the screen. Simmons passes to Embiid. McConnell in the corner. Right side Lowry. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by Muscala. Philadelphia's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. To the inside. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the 76ers.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
And the Raptors call time here. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Powell, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Wright in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Philadelphia, Saric is checked in for Joel Embiid. Redick comes in for T.J. McConnell. And it's Fultz in for Simmons. Now here's Lowry. He's got 12. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Fultz. They set the screen. Covington kicks to Saric. Shoots over Powell. Saric, that's good. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Oh, you can't let Saric get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
Top of the key, Siakam. Pass to Powell. Covington with the steal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. Amir Johnson's checked in for Muscala. And both free throws good for Redick. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Lowry kicks to Monroe. Poked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Passes it to Fultz. Redick with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 16 points for J.J. Redick.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
Part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Lowry. Redick passes to Saric. Fultz with the ball. Now Wright defending. Johnson with a screen on Wright. Fultz, no good.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in them.
Three-pointer, Lowry. He doesn't hit that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And we're looking at the last ever Prep to Pros draftee. I mean, Amir Johnson taken 56 overall by Detroit in 2005. He's been in the league over a decade now.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
No good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 5. Lowry for 3. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Lowry gets double teamed. It's stolen by Sharch. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid fire release often comes in handy.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lowry against Redick. Outside Lowry. To the middle. Here's Wright. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. 76ers ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. J.J. Redick had no problems getting going. He had 18 points and 3 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to on 2K. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Philadelphia leading by 5. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's McConnell in at the point guard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Well, Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Covington.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Simmons, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Green left side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. Back to McConnell. Outside, Redick. 6 to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. From deep, Green hits it from three-point range. Green's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Toronto.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Redick passes to Simmons. Embiid the screen. Simmons against Ibaka. Simmons inside. Over Ibaka. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. That jump shot is just pure gold.
Valanciunas with a screen on Simmons. Right side, Green. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. McConnell kicks to Simmons. Lowry brings the double, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Chandler's checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Embiid with a screen on Lowry. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot by Powell, no good. 76ers trailing. Embiid wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Embiid's got 10.
And when Embiid is connecting from deep, watch out. I mean, he knows he must be more consistent from there.
Ibaka with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. There's the 3, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. And that's 17 points for Kyle Lowry. 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Feeds to Embiid. Embiid controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the 76ers lead by 1.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive end. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second-chance opportunities.
Back to Valanciunas, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the paint. Green with the block. Ibaka outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Powell with the screen. Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Embiid the screen. And it's Simmons penetrating. He gets it in there. Simmons got 20.
He's a tricky player. He's so difficult to guard. Simmons excels at going with the floater at the right time.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Mike Muscala is checked in for Philadelphia. And the Raptors with the ball. No good from Valanciunas. Embiid against Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Philadelphia. And he can't hit the second. Toronto's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. The pass to Muscala. Nails it from the high post.
Look, I don't know how he got that one to go. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Toronto calls timeout. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
I want everyone here, Canada Center, and get up and cheer on your game pass.
And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Simmons.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Screen by Ibaka. It's stolen by Fultz. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice, as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
First one falls for him.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8, and Embiid pulls it down. Fultz the pass to Muscala, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Wow, solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad, and you're going to regret it.
And Wright kicks to Green. Up top, Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Screened by Valanciunas. They need this. And the Raptors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Count that one. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. Shoots over Embiid. And again, Toronto no up.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Toronto with the ball. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Ibaka. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Ibaka's got 10.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Fultz the pass to Muscala. Back to Fultz. Philadelphia moving.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Simmons. Pass to Green. He kicks it to Ibaka. Over Muscala. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Markelle Fultz.
He has to keep draining it from deep. When Fultz is locked in from there, it helps his confidence.
Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Right, sets a screen. And Ibaka slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Pass to Embiid. Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here's Valanciunas. 9 points in the game so far. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 10.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Philadelphia leading by 8. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. And the Raptors with some changes. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Danny Green. Philadelphia also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Embiid. And Dario Saric subbed in for Muscala. Now, here is Monroe. After Ben Simmons' miss, here's Ibaka. Some solid defense from Saric.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy.
Took him no time at all on that one. Fultz has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Hits the front of the rim and out. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Fultz. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shoots. And it's Ibaka again missing. Philadelphia has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Well, you know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Here's Van Vliet. 10 points for him. Monroe, the pass to Siakam. Back to Monroe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Let's take a look at Wilson Chandler. Some stats on him. How he performed last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And he makes the first. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. And the 76ers also making a change. Covington's checked in. And so Monroe nails both of them. 1:52 left in the 3rd quarter. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Johnson the screen. Off the pick. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Here's Van Vliet. Guarded by Simmons. And again, no good by Toronto.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Back to Saric. Screen by Saric. Fultz, no good. Raptors trail by 12. Powell for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got 10 points in the game. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Fultz the pass to Saric. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
I mean, he can do that. With his leaping ability, no problem for Johnson to go get it.
And Wright kicks to Siakam. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Wright sets a screen. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Covington. The 76ers leading by 11. And it's Simmons penetrating. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's all because of the persistence from Johnson, battling for the second chance bucket.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Van Vliet. 10 points for him. 5 to shoot. Here's Monroe. No good from 11 feet. And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. They've got Lowry. Norman Powell is out there with Greg Monroe. And it's Siakam in at the four-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Wright. Monroe, the pass to Siakam. Powell for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Raptors trail by 13. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Siakam's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors. Screen by Sharch. McConnell kicks to Covington. Off the pick. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
On the rise, Johnson with the extension.
Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Now here's Powell. Defended by Covington. Shoots off the screen. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Covington wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Superb recognition from the veteran forward. Covington knows precisely when to take these pull-up jumpers.
Lowry kicks to Powell. Shoots over Covington. The shot by Powell, no good. The 76ers leading by 16. Johnson, the pass to McConnell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Powell with the screen. Lowry for 3. And again, no good by Toronto. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And stolen by Wright. Right side Lowry. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe.
In for your Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas.
Lowry kicks to Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to McConnell. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Unloads. And the rejection by Lowry. In the corner, Powell with it. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
McConnell kicks to Sharch. Left side, Redick. Covington setting the pick for Redick. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
McConnell passes to Johnson. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
And the Raptors making a change here. Green's checked in. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Now McConnell for the 3.
And he'll be happy that they're in front, but he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with it.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Here's Embiid. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Raptors trail by 9. Siakam passes to Lowry, and the basket is good. Lowry's got 19 points.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
They almost left it until too late. Now it's anybody's game.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. We won't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the 76ers lead by 9.
I mean, he's just a multi-talented player. I mean, for a big man, Sarek really dishes it well.
Valanciunas against Embiid. Active Valanciunas. Embiid with the steal, and they're pushing it up. Redick is in the corner. Embiid trying to break loose from outside off the mark.
After the monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
The 76ers leading by 9. McConnell in the corner. Over Lowry. The 76ers get it back and a new 24. McConnell kicks to Saric. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Passes it to Covington. McConnell with it. Lowry picks him up. Clock at 6. Embiid the screen. Covington inside the line. That one off the back iron and out. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Big run right now going for them, 11-2.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And the way they've clamped down on D has been a big factor in this run.
Now, here's McConnell. Screen by Saric. Tipped away. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Toronto.
Serge Ibaka.
Now, here's McConnell. Now recovering. 5 to shoot. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. McConnell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
I mean, yeah, you can't break down. Not now. Defensively. At this point, I mean, you're already too far in the hole.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 7. Good work from Serge Ibaka.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Embiid with the screen on Green. Redick against Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Simmons, he's checked in for Sharch. He doesn't get the second one. Raptors trail by 8. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And a multiple-time all-defensive first-teamer, Ibaka has really rounded out the offensive part of his game.
Redick passes to Simmons. They double him with Green. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Outside Lowry. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Screen by Valanciunas. Lowry can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Covington dishes to Simmons. Nice steal from Valanciunas.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and D is ready for it.
To the inside, Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
No good from Simmons.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Now here's Valanciunas. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
They grab their own miss. Covington. Green with the block. The feed to Powell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Simmons. Covington passes to Simmons. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Shooting for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They can live with the miss because it's a 2-possession game now. That's big.
Lowry inside the line. It's deflected, and they're running. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Ibaka. Ibaka against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
Good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the deep.
Green kicks to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Powell, that's good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The 76ers leading by 4. Inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Outside Lowry. The shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Simmons passes to Embiid. Simmons against Ibaka. Ibaka with some nice D. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now here's Simmons. Back to Embiid. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Screened by Valanciunas. Fires from the line. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Lowry for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. Covington kicks to McConnell. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And that one drops.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
The pass to Embiid. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize this is a better option.
At the line for your Raptors, Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. There's 37 seconds left in the game. McConnell passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The putback, and Ibaka is right there.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
And an intentional foul right there.
At the line, the 76ers, Ben Simmons. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul make things interesting.
And they can't waste any time. They got to get a 3 right off the inbound.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No one near him. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 17 seconds left in the fourth. To the paint. Money!
And you wonder what's gotten into Ibaka. He's been much more aggressive and successful than usual on the offensive end.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
2 shots.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal, and he doesn't.
Foul for 3. Buries it from outside.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front by 3. 5 seconds left in the game. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And a deep three from Lowry. No good. So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you later.